What to do after no contact? You've held your ground, stayed silent, and made her feel your absence. But now comes the most critical step. If you don't handle this phase correctly, all the effort you've put in could backfire. In this video, I'll reveal the exact steps you need to take to make her chase you, reignite her desire, and solidify your position as the high-value man she can't resist. Stick with me, because this is the game changer you've been waiting for. Section 1. Why no contact is just the start. No contact isn't the finish line, it's just the beginning of a strategic process. Think of it as resetting the chessboard. By stepping back, you've created space that makes her reflect on your absence. But here's the key. What you do next will determine whether she chases you or moves on. Many men think going no contact is the entire strategy, but it's only a tool. Without the right follow-up, its impact fizzles out. Imagine this. During no contact, she's likely gone through an emotional roller coaster. At first, she might feel empowered by your silence, thinking she's won. But as time passes, doubt creeps in, and she starts wondering if you're really gone for good. That thought triggers her to think about you more. However, if you break the silence in a way that feels weak or desperate, you undo all that progress. This is why your next move is so important. It either solidifies your position as a high-value man or shatters the perception you've built. Remember, no contact gives her the chance to see what life is like without you. It plants the seed of curiosity, but your actions afterward water that seed. This isn't about playing games. It's about reinforcing your value and showing that your absence wasn't just a reaction, it was a decision. A man who knows his worth always has a plan, and now it's time to execute it. Section 2. Observe her first moves. The period right after no contact is critical because her behavior will reveal her intentions. Pay close attention to what she does, not just what she says. Does she text you out of the blue? Does she like your social media posts or start posting things that seem directed at you? These are all clues. But here's the trick. Don't jump to conclusions. Take your time to analyze the situation. For instance, if she sends a casual, "Hey," it might seem insignificant, but it's her way of testing the waters. She's trying to see if you'll respond immediately or if you've truly moved on. This is where patience becomes your superpower. By not reacting too quickly, you signal that you're not easily swayed. High-value men don't rush, they assess. Even her silence can be revealing. If she doesn't reach out, it doesn't necessarily mean she's over you. Sometimes women mirror your actions to see if you'll crack first. She might be waiting for you to make the first move, but instead of panicking, use this time to focus on yourself. The key is to remain composed and strategic, understanding that her initial moves are just the first layer of what's really happening in her mind. Section 3. Reignite the attraction. Now that the door to communication is opening, your next step is to subtly reignite the spark. This isn't about grand gestures or over-the-top messages. In fact, less is more. The goal here is to remind her why she was drawn to you in the first place, but to do it in a way that feels effortless and natural. Start with a response that's confident and neutral. For example, if she reaches out with a simple, "Hey, it's been a while. How's everything?" That works wonders. It shows that you're approachable, but not overly eager. Avoid diving into heavy topics or bringing up the past. Keep the tone light, playful, and intriguing. You want her to feel comfortable engaging with you without feeling pressured. Here's where most men go wrong. They try to jump back into the dynamic they had before no contact. Don't do this. Instead, show her that you've evolved. Maybe you've picked up a new hobby, achieved a goal, or made some changes in your life. Let her see that you're not the same person she knew before. This growth is what reignites attraction and makes her see you in a new light. Section 4. Build curiosity. Curiosity is a powerful emotion, and it's your best ally at this stage. The less she knows about what you've been up to, the more she'll want to find out. But this doesn't mean you should disappear completely. It means you should be selective about what you share. For example, post a picture of yourself hiking a trail, attending an event, or working on a personal project. These subtle updates show her that you're living a full and exciting life without her. But here's the key: don't overdo it. Posting too often or being too obvious about trying to get her attention can backfire. The goal is to spark her interest without making her feel like you're seeking validation. Curiosity also works in your conversations. When you do interact, don't reveal everything at once. If she asks about what you've been up to, give her just enough to keep her intrigued. The more you leave to her imagination, the more she'll want to know. With these steps, you'll be in a strong position to make her chase you, reignite the attraction, and keep her intrigued. Just remember, it's about playing it cool, showing your growth, and letting curiosity do the work. Stay patient and strategic. Your actions will speak louder than words. When she asks about your life, give her a glimpse but leave her wanting more. For instance, if she says, "What have you been up to?" you could reply, "A lot of exciting stuff. I'll tell you about it sometime." This keeps her intrigued and makes her invest more effort into getting to know what's going on in your world. Section 5. Keep the emotional balance. One of the biggest challenges after no contact is maintaining emotional balance. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of reconnecting, but this is where many men slip up. They become too available too quickly, undoing the progress they made during no contact. To avoid this, remember that your emotional state should remain steady. Don't let her actions dictate your feelings or your responses. Whether she's enthusiastic or distant, your approach should stay consistent. This steadiness not only shows confidence, but also creates a sense of security and trust. Emotional balance also means setting boundaries. If she tries to bring up past conflicts or test your patience, don't let it throw you off. Respond calmly and assertively, showing that you're in control of your emotions. This maturity reinforces your value and sets the tone for how the relationship should move forward. Section 6. Let her prove her value. No contact worked its magic, but the story doesn't end there. When she reaches out, the biggest mistake men make is rushing to put her back on a pedestal. Not this time. This is where you redefine the relationship dynamics. This time, it's her turn to prove her value. Here's the thing. Relationships are strongest when both sides invest equally. After no contact, the scales naturally tilt in your favor. She's missed you, felt your absence, and maybe even questioned her own choices. Now is your chance to ensure she truly understands your worth. How do you do this? Subtly but decisively. When she texts or calls, don't fall into the trap of being overly available. Respond, but with purpose. If she asks to meet, don't immediately agree. Say something like, "Let me check my schedule and get back to you." This isn't about being dismissive. It's about showing that your time is valuable. When you do engage, shift the focus onto her actions. Is she making an effort to rebuild the connection? Is she showing that she respects and values your time? If not, don't hesitate to take a step back. You've already proven that you're capable of walking away, and that's what makes you irreplaceable. Let her realize that being with you isn't a guarantee. It's something she has to earn. Section 7. Be the man she can't replace. Walking away wasn't just about creating distance. It was about giving yourself the space to grow. Now it's time to showcase that growth. Women are deeply attracted to men who have purpose, drive, and the ability to stand on their own. These traits make you unforgettable and ensure that no one else can fill the space you once occupied in her life. Start by asking yourself, what have I done during no contact to improve myself? Whether it's hitting the gym, leveling up your career, or pursuing new hobbies, these changes aren't just for her, they're for you. But here's the catch. She'll notice them. When she sees the new and improved version of you, it will spark a powerful realization that losing you would mean losing something rare. You don't have to flaunt your growth outright. Subtlety is your ally. Mention a new project you're working on, or casually drop hints about your recent accomplishments. This makes her see you as someone who's constantly evolving, someone who doesn't dwell in the past. That kind of energy is magnetic. What makes this so powerful is that it taps into one of her deepest fears, the fear of losing someone she can't replace. By focusing on becoming the best version of yourself, you naturally reinforce the idea that you're one of a kind. Section 8. Stay in control of your emotions. Reconnecting after no contact can be an emotional minefield. You might feel a surge of excitement when she reaches out, but here's where most men stumble. They let their emotions dictate their actions. If you want to maintain the power dynamic, you have to stay composed and in control. Imagine this. She sends you a message after weeks of silence. Your first instinct might be to reply immediately, pouring out all the things you've wanted to say. Resist that urge. Instead, take a moment to breathe and think about what response aligns with your long-term goals. Remember, you're not just trying to win her back. You're building a dynamic where mutual respect and emotional balance are the foundation. Staying in control doesn't mean being cold or distant. It means responding thoughtfully and maintaining your composure, even if her messages seem emotionally charged. If she brings up past conflicts or tries to test your patience, don't engage in reactive behavior. Respond with calm confidence, showing her that you're not easily swayed or shaken. This emotional steadiness not only makes you more attractive, but it also sets the tone for how the relationship will function moving forward. She'll see you as someone who's grounded, self-assured, and capable of handling challenges without losing control. It's a rare quality that's hard to resist. Section 9. Create a vision she wants to be part of. When you reconnect, it's not just about rebuilding what was, it's about creating something better. Women are drawn to men with vision, men who know where they're going and what they want out of life. If you can paint her a picture of a future she wants to be part of, she won't just want you back. She'll actively work to be part of your journey. Start by clarifying your own goals. What do you want to achieve in the next year, 5 years, or even 10? When you have a clear vision for your life, it becomes a magnet for the right people. When you share that vision with her, not in a boastful way, but as part of a genuine conversation, it sparks a desire in her to align with your purpose. For example, if you're working on building a business or pursuing a personal passion, talk about it with excitement and confidence. Let her see the drive and ambition that fuels you. This isn't just about impressing her. It's about showing her that your life has direction, with or without her. The beauty of this approach is that it shifts the dynamic completely. Instead of you trying to fit into her world, she'll be eager to fit into yours. This creates a powerful sense of alignment and makes the relationship feel like a partnership rather than a pursuit. Section 10. Never forget your worth. As you navigate the post-no contact phase, there's one thing you must never lose sight of: your own worth. Walking away and going no contact were acts of self-respect. They showed her, and yourself, that you value your time, energy, and emotional well-being. That same self-respect should guide every decision you make moving forward. Here's the reality. Not every woman will recognize your worth, and that's okay. What matters is that you recognize it. If she's not willing to meet you halfway or put in the effort to rebuild the connection, don't hesitate to walk away again. Remember, you're not just looking for someone who wants you. You're looking for someone who values and respects you. Self-worth is magnetic. When you carry yourself with confidence and self-assurance, people naturally gravitate toward you. But it's not just about attracting her back. It's about maintaining the standards you've set for yourself. This ensures that any relationship you enter is built on mutual respect and appreciation. By holding on to your self-worth, you not only protect yourself from unhealthy dynamics, but you also reinforce the message that being with you is a privilege, and that's a message she won't forget. Conclusion. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you gain clarity and confidence, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights on relationships and self-growth. If you want exclusive perks and deeper content, consider becoming a subscriber of Stoic Lord. See you in the next one.